It's about 236 points down on the Sensex. You're watching mid-cap radar, a small-cap index approaching about 2%. The Nifty Junior is actually trading down just close to about 3%, and BSE mid-cap trading down about 2%. So not a very pretty picture. Just in case if you're looking at the BankX is the one taking a very big hit. Oil and gas, autos, pretty much everything. Metals down about 2%. Okay, let's take a look at another earnings. We've got Anantraj Industries joining us. Its origins were really more of a ceramic company making Romano tiles. But we're joined by Amit Sareen, who's the executive director there. Mr. Sareen, thanks for joining us. So walk us through both parts of the businesses. I noticed that your sales on the ceramic business are down 46%, real estate about 49%. But is it that you're not being able to sell enough units, which means the unit square foot is less, or is it that the prices have been dropped to a level where the sales look lower?
See, I'll tell you, Ashu. First of all, let me clarify. The sale on the tile division is only 3% of the turnover. Mm-hmm. The total top line of the company is about 475 crores, out of which 3% is coming from tiles, and the rest is all development business.
Hmm. Okay.
And of course, there the prices have come down because, as you know, the way markets have been behaving. So the top line against the top line last year, which was about 586, this year is about 475. The units and all are good, which means we have been able to complete our projects and all.
Amit, I guess my question, Amit, related to the fact is if you could give us a measure of how many square feet were you able to sell last time at what average unit price, and how much square feet were you able to sell in this particular quarter at which unit price, just to give us an indication where the sales or where the revenue fall came from.
Well, see, I tell you, Ashu, of course, the revenues are all coming in from the development business, yes, that's one. Number two, we are basically in developing and leasing out. We don't really develop and sell much. So our main contributor to the revenues is always our lease income, which now has started growing. So, of course, in the past, we have been able to sell also, like in the first quarter of the last year, the balance sheet which we are now discussing, we sold stake to Tayyab Bank in one of our malls which we have developed. That's about 26% stake sold to them. That was done at a good rate. And since then also, we've sold some properties. Of course, the rates have come down, but sales are happening.
Well, very quickly, what's the status on your QIP? There's just news flashing in that GMR will not proceed with its QIP casualty second time around. Have you all made any pitches to anyone at all after this board approval?
Well, Lata, let me clarify. This is only a board approval. This is only an enabling resolution. Today, the company is, we are, if you see our balance sheet, we are a zero debt almost a zero debt company.
Okay.
We are sitting on surplus cash. As per the balance sheet, we have about 744 crores of cash with us. So this QIP is basically just an enabling resolution, enabling the company to raise money if we see an opportunity. So this is valid for 1 year. As of now, other than the resolution part, we have not done any initiative on this, and we are not going to do anything as such right now. This is only basically, because see, today, of course, prices are down,
yep,
things are low, but then this is a fantastic opportunity coming our way. And a zero debt company sitting with surplus cash. So let's see when we want to make use of this.
Okay, point taken. Thanks a lot for joining us, Amit Sareen. But the big news that's flashing here is that GMR has not been able to go ahead with its QIP issue, not successfully found buyers. This is in spite of cutting the QIP size from 200 to 100 billion. This doesn't bode well for other QIPs that are standing in the queue. It's surprising that the realty companies have been able to go ahead with their QIPs, but an infrastructure company like GMR is having serious problems.
Lata, actually, if I may, the issue here really is if you're a realty company, you go to a bank, the chances are the bank's not going to give you the money. If you are an IRB or a GM